Hey, what's up YouTube? This is Nick with EDC Mag, and today I want to talk about the Custom Knife Factory Peter Vicente Satori. Before we get into that, I want to show you guys this and talk about it a little bit. This is the Leatherman Tread. I watched these for years and they were just more than I really wanted to spend, so I thought, well, I'll wait till the price comes down. And when I got into knives and into EDC, the need and the want for one of these kept growing. So eventually I found one and was able to trade for it. It was still new in box at the time. I've had this thing for, gosh, a year or two. Over a year, I know. You can tell it's definitely not new anymore. I have worn this thing a lot. These, if you've looked at these come, I mean, this is a true, definite multi-tool. The latch on them is much like a normal metal band watch, so to speak. And they stay latched pretty well. Now these things are about 8.5 inches in circumference. Depending on the size of your wrist, you may have to remove one or two tools. They come with 29 different tools, a lot of drivers, hex drivers, a lot of different things. I've seen guys use these as a watch band. I've considered that. However, you've got to lose a couple of links, and I just have not. I can't decide what link I want to lose, so I just wear it along with a watch on opposite wrists. The only issue I've ever had with this is in the summer when it's hot and it's humid and I'm working, doing some drywall or something that requires a lot of physical movement and sweat. I have had this thing bind up and pop open on me before, and that gets a little frustrating. There have been a couple times that I just took it off, and it just has to do, and it could just be me, just has to do the way I'm twisting my wrist and sweaty, and it doesn't slide on your skin, and it sticks and it binds. It's never pinched me or anything like that. It doesn't pull the hair on my arm. I would say if you've considered one, they're cool. They have not come down in price. I think last time I looked they were around 175 bucks, which seems higher than what they used to be. They might have went up in price. There are now quite a few knockoffs out there, so be aware, be careful when you're looking at them. Some people may not care, they just want one. I traded for this one. They do have a significantly less price on the secondary market. So if you can find one on the secondary market, I think these are stainless and they come in a black too. I didn't want black because I figure it's going to get beat up and that's just going to show even more wear. These things are about just shy of 6 ounces according to the website. I could weigh it, but it's production something, so you can always just go look and see the details yourself. But if you've ever been looking at one, been curious, I would definitely recommend it. I think it's really cool. I've caught myself more than once just because, habit, looking at my wrist when I'm wearing it like it's a watch and remembering, oh wait, that's not a watch. Could be a watch though. So anyway, there it is, Leatherman. Definitely a true definition of a multi-tool. There you go. Moving on, now let's talk about this Satori. Need more cats. This is the CKF Satori. Custom Knife Factory, we've talked about before, is based in Russia, and they partner with makers, in this case, Peter Recenti. Now, Peter is a maker out of Canada, and man, there's just so many great makers in Canada. It's amazing. What they've done with the laws up there is just, well, criminal, if you ask me. I mean, it's just ridiculous what they've done with the laws. Setting that aside, this is the Satori. Now he makes, Peter, he's a very well-known custom knife maker. He makes some amazing knives, amazing designs and grinds. And what he's really known for is his integrals. And you'll notice this is an integral as well. So basically what that means is this whole body, the whole frame, is one solid piece. So you have nothing breaking up the side, the show side, except the pivot. Beautiful knife. Now CKF came out with these, and there were only actually 200 released, and they've become really popular. His version of this is only 3.5 inches long. Now this is M390, and it's all titanium with a steel lock bar insert. When I was first looking at this knife, I got excited because I thought, ooh, wow, thumb stud. So when I came across an opportunity to trade for one, I jumped on it, and then, only then, did I start reading the reviews and found out this is indeed not a thumb stud. It is a blade stop. Now that frustrated me a little bit at first, but I just can't get over this grind. It's just unbelievably stunning. And it's even bigger than the Recenti Custom, which, you know, I personally wouldn't buy a 3.5 inch Recenti Satori just because of the size. The action on this thing is just ridiculously smooth. Now these things, because there were only 200 made, have really, from what I've seen, the demand has been very high. They've been very popular. I've seen them on knife sites for around $850, and these were, I think, right at just shy of 600 new when they came out. I've seen them on eBay. Of course, that's eBay, but I've seen them as high as $1,000, which is ridiculous. The Recenti version of this, I think, is about somewhere around $1,400, $1,500, $1,600. Of course, when you're talking custom knives, it all depends on the blade, you know, the materials used to be made. But M390 titanium, it's not, you know, I talk about this a lot, but another thing that's amazing to me about this is how tall this blade is. I do like the tallness of the blade, and I like how it sets up out of the frame. Just kind of gives you some hints of the business going on inside that frame, even when it's closed. The clip on it is a Stonewash DLC. This one is number 112, I believe, of 200. And you can look this thing up and get all the specs, but just since we're here, let's check the weight on this big dog. I think, if I remember, they're supposed to be around 7 ounces. So let's check it out. Yep. Website said 7.3. This says 7.37. So, yeah, around 7 ounces. So it's, you know, it's going to be in your pocket. I mean, it's a big knife. It's a bigger knife. So you've got a 4-inch blade and you've got a tall blade, so there's a lot of steel in that. Let's use our old trusty Kershaw here, just to give you an idea of the difference. So we've got a 3.2-inch blade, we've got a 4-inch blade, and then just because I happen to have it at the moment, although I don't expect it to be around long, I've got a Riot Horizon Mini D, which is 3.5 inches, I believe. Kind of gives you the idea of the difference when I talk about how tall a blade is. This Riot is nice, it's cool, it's smooth, it's everything a knife should be. Just a little bit too civilized for me. It came in a trade with some other stuff, and you can't go wrong with Riot. I mean, they make amazing knives, there's no question about it. So there you go, all CKF knives. Again, CKF Custom Knife Factory. They have parts cut in China. They bring them back, they do the final finish and assembly, and you get some amazing knives designed by some amazing makers at a fraction of the price, and you just can't go wrong with this thing. This is one of the, I would say, in my opinion, one of the better knives even that CKF has done. And I hate to say that, because man, they just make some amazing stuff. So CK, and they all come in a really nice pouch. Come with a build card, extra parts, not a whole, I mean, this is because it's a integral, it's just not a whole lot of internal stuff going on. Multi-row bearings, and then the legendary, famous, well-known chocolate bar, which I've never eaten one of those, probably never will, but there you go. So check it out. If you're looking for one, I had a guy reach out to me, and he was looking for one, and he asked me about mine. I was like, nah, I think I'm gonna hang on to this for a while. I would love to get this orange peeled, just a different finish on it. I don't know that I ever will, probably not, but I think it'd be really cool if it was. And I found somebody on IG that was in Russia that was selling one, and he actually, the guy went after him and managed to land it. So there's a demand, and it's worth it. I mean, they're just super cool. They really are. I do wish this had a thumb stud because I'm a thumb stud kind of fella. But other than that, it's just a stunning knife. So check out the CKF Satori. Check out the Leatherman Tread. Hey, I appreciate you guys watching the videos. If you haven't subscribed, please do. We're just getting started. We're having a lot of fun. Don't forget to check out Gerald over at Outpost 76 if you're into steels and you want to know if what you're getting or what you've bought or what you're going to buy is worth a damn in real world tests. Check out Outpost 76. So this is Nick with EDC Mag. Till next time, have a great day.